You have been holding something back, Pisces, not because you do not know what it is, but because saying it out loud makes it real. This week, the words find their way out whether you plan them or not, and what happens next might surprise you. Mercury is forming a trine to Pisces this week, and that is actually beautiful for you. It means words come easier than usual, especially the tender ones you normally swallow. If there is a conversation you have been circling around in love, this is your window. Before Sunday, say the thing you have been rehearsing in your head. Mars is in a supportive sextile to your sign, which means your energy is actually pretty steady this week. You are not running on empty the way you sometimes do. Use this for gentle movement, a walk, some stretching, something that gets you out of your head and back into your body. One small thing each day will carry you further than one big effort. At work this week, you might notice some confusion about who is doing what. That is not your fault, but it is your cue to get clearer about your own role. Do not assume people know what you bring to the table. Before Friday, have one direct conversation about expectations, so you are not quietly carrying more than your share. Jupiter in Cancer is lighting up your fifth house of creativity and joy, and it is also supportive of spending on things that make your home feel good. That is where your money wants to go right now. Outside of that, keep things simple. Before the weekends, check one subscription or small expense you forgot about and decide if it still makes sense. Here is the big thing to know. Mercury turns retrograde around the 30th, and the full moon lands that same day. That is right at the edge of this week. So anything important you need to say, sign, or send, try to wrap it up by Saturday. Use this week to finish conversations, not start new, complicated ones. The window is open now. It starts to close by next weekend. Okay, let us slow down here. Take a breath with me. The horoscope showed us that this week is about finally saying what you have been holding back. So that is what we are reading for now, where your voice went quiet and what happens when you let it come back. I have 3 piles for you. Pile 1 is the sealed letter, something you wrote but never sent. Pile 2 is the cracked mirror, something about how you see yourself that is not quite true. And pile 3 is the open window, fresh air coming in, a new way forward. Do not overthink this. Just notice which one pulled at you first. The sealed letter, the cracked mirror, or the open window. Got it? Good. Let us go. Your first card is the 3 of Pentacles reversed. This card is usually about teamwork, people building something together. But reversed like this, something is off with the collaboration. You have been doing your part, maybe more than your part, and it is not being seen. The words you have been holding back might be about this exactly. You want to say, I need you to notice what I am giving here. This week, the silence around your contribution is louder than you think. Someone needs to hear it from you directly. Your second card is the Fool reversed. The Fool upright is about leaping, trusting, starting fresh. Reversed, there is hesitation. You are scared to say the thing because you do not know what happens after. What if it changes everything? What if you cannot take it back? That fear is real, Pisces, but it is also keeping you stuck at the edge of something. The letter stays sealed because you are afraid of what opens once you send it. Your third card is the Emperor reversed. This one is about structure falling apart or authority that is not working. Someone in your situation, maybe you, maybe them, is not holding their ground. The Emperor reversed can also mean you have given away your power to keep the peace. The sealed letter is not just about them. It is about you remembering that you get to have a say. This week, before Sunday, practice saying one true sentence out loud, even just to yourself. Start there. Pile 1. Your cards are showing me that you have been so focused on keeping things smooth that you forgot you are allowed to need things too. The letter does not have to be perfect. It just has to be honest. This week, write down what you actually want to say, even if you never send it. Sometimes seeing your own words on paper is enough to remind you that your voice matters. Your first card is the Queen of Pentacles upright. She is grounded, nurturing, capable. She knows how to take care of things and people. And here she is, showing up for you right at the start. This is who you actually are this week, Pisces. Steady, present, more solid than you have been giving yourself credit for. The cracked mirror is not showing you the truth. It is showing you an old version of yourself that you have outgrown. Your second card is the Page of Cups reversed. The Page of Cups is usually dreamy, emotionally open, a little naive. Reversed, there is some emotional immaturity, or maybe you are not trusting your own feelings. You might be telling yourself that your emotions are too much, that you are being dramatic, that you should just get over it. But that voice is not yours. It is something you picked up somewhere along the way. This week, notice when you dismiss your own feelings before they even finish arriving. Your third card is the Queen of Wands reversed. She is usually confident, magnetic, knows her own fire. Reversed, that confidence has dimmed. You might be comparing yourself to someone else, or you have been in a situation where your spark was not welcome. The cracked mirror is showing you a version of yourself without your fire. But look at your first card again. The Queen of Pentacles is still here. Your fire did not leave, it just got quieter. This week, do one thing that reminds you of who you are when you are not shrinking. Pile 2. The story you have been telling yourself about who you are is out of date. The cracked mirror is not broken because of you. It is just old. This week, catch yourself one time when you start that familiar critical loop and say out loud, "That is not true anymore." You do not have to believe the new story yet. You just have to stop agreeing with the old one. Your first card is the Ace of Swords upright. This is one of the clearest cards in the deck. It is a breakthrough, a moment of total clarity, the truth cutting through the fog. Pisces, you spend a lot of time in the fog, not because you are confused, but because you feel everything and it all blurs together. This week, something gets sharp. You see a situation for what it actually is, and that clarity is the open window. Fresh air is coming in. Your second card is the Five of Swords reversed. Upright, this card is conflict. Someone wins and someone loses. Hard feelings all around. But reversed, the fight is ending. You might be ready to let go of a disagreement that has been sitting in your chest, or someone else is ready to stop keeping score. The thing you have been afraid to say might actually be, "I do not want to fight about this anymore." And this week, that lands differently than it would have before. Your third card is the Page of Pentacles upright. This is the student, the beginner, someone planting a seed for something real. After the clarity of the Ace and the release of the Five, here is your next step. It is small. It is practical. It is not dramatic. The Page of Pentacles is about showing up and doing the work, one day at a time. This week, once you say what needs to be said, you get to start building something new. It will not be finished by Sunday, but it will be started. Pile 3. Your cards are the most forward-moving of all 3 piles. The window is already open. The air is already coming in. What you need to say this week is not going to blow everything up. It is going to clear the way. Before Sunday, have the conversation you've been putting off, and then take one small, real-world step toward what you actually want. That is how you walk through the window. Pisces, this is your week to let your voice come back. Not loud, not harsh, just honest. Whether your pile was about being seen, fixing an old story, or walking into something new, the message is the same. Say what is true. Say it before Mercury turns around. And trust that you are steadier than you think you are. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week.